Hello everyone, welcome to your daily Oracle card show. This is for May 29th, 2014. I actually just did the reading and found out there was no sound, so I'll redo the reading. But anyway, we have Flower, the Six of Spades, which is, she represents psychism and the pituitary gland and the way you see things, the way you envision things, and the way you see things and envision things, kind of like your frame of reference. I guess if there's, the only thing I can understand with the law of attraction that is for real is that the projection that you have really creates your experience, and not only does it create your experience, but it influences the people around you to become what you're seeing. And then the second card we have is Ace of Hearts, which is bling bling, and bling bling represents beauty, and bling bling had a very short life, and this chicken was so beautiful and so sweet and just loved every moment. I mean, I've never known, I think this was probably the chicken more full of love than any chicken I've ever known, and it had a kidney problem, so it didn't live past a year and a half. But that year and a half, this chicken was so loving towards everyone and everything, and so grateful to be alive, and appreciated every single moment. So this is really, the first two cards here are about getting the most out of life and really appreciating everything, and shedding your light, and transforming everything around you in your own beauty and in your love and your just gratitude towards the moment-to-moment existence that you can have, that you can experience. So on the other side we have Make a Wish, which is Three of Fire, Three of Clubs, and this is Dandelion. This is the Make-A-Wish card combined with Dahlia, which is a new card for us. We haven't gotten this one yet, and Bling Bling we haven't gotten either, so two new cards. But Dahlia, she represents your ancestral roots, and it's also like your tribe or your cultural history. So if you live in a different country, or if you live in a country and your family is from different countries, it's really kind of, a lot of our personality is genetic. I mean, I have so many genetic things about my personality that come from the countries that I'm from. So this is about, it's about if you're not being understood, or if someone has a prejudice against you, about connecting to your roots and really being who you are in your roots, and who you are for your people, and who you are in your expression. And there is a place for you in the world, and that place should really radiate everywhere. I mean, people should not be prejudiced. Prejudice is just an excuse to be a bad person. I mean, prejudice is just stupid. I have I really don't believe that people are really prejudiced. It's just that they don't want to be nice, so they use prejudice as an excuse to be bad. But it doesn't matter. I mean, people can pick on whatever they want to pick on, and that hurts people when you're being picked on. And the thing is you can go back to your roots and find that strength, and find that identity where you are at the head of your tribe and your genetic history and your culture. So even if people in this world these days, I mean, everything's mixing. I don't know. I come from the United States, and everyone's from a different country in the United States, and even in other countries, there's a lot of people from other countries. So, I mean, there's a lot of mixing. And then with the internet and everything, I mean, we have a lot of intermixing of cultures and genetics and people. And then there's also, the prejudices that are going on. But it doesn't matter, because you have something strong that you can identify with and present with legitimacy and with a backing. I mean, you represent something really important and positive for a group of people. So even if you are in a different world and kind of disconnected, even your genetic stuff. I mean, one of my things, I have a shyness thing, and I really I've had to draw on the Swedish culture, because there's a genetic thing about the shyness, and it's connected with a whole complex psychology that I've had to really explore and work with to get over the shyness. But it's something that it's an asset when you connect with it and understand it. So, if there's something that people pick on you about, you can go back to your roots and connect to what this is all about in your identity of even a physical body, and your right as a person to have your way, and to make that way more confident and present in the world, in light of whatever might be trying to oppose you. And the opposition's just, stupid. It's just an excuse to be bad, like I said. But the middle card we have is transformation, the hawthorn tree. And it reads, "The hawthorn is the equalizer of fortune. What is extreme must change to its opposite." So, actually, in the first reading, I didn't even connect it with the dahlia, but whatever is superficially being thrown around, when people really explore it, it might just turn out to be the opposite. I mean, when something is presented, often if it's not legit, as you bank on it, you realize actually that's not right, and turns into its opposite. Originally, I was talking about in the first reading that I did that I always think about when I do the healing work that the pain is actually the healing, and you can press on a painful thing, and then it starts to feel good, and it's like a feel so good release. And sometimes, whenever you go into something that just seems so bad, it turns out that when you hold it in front of you and really look at it, it actually kind of transforms into something that's not so bad. And that goes along with this first set where psychism, the mind, the pituitary, it's the way you see things. It's like almost like the color of the world. It has to do with light, the light that you see things in. When you're really looking at things, sometimes the light changes, and you're looking at it, and actually it's not so bad. I mean, illusions can clear up. The more you look at it, the more it can become clear to you, and actually, in its limited view, it might look one way, but then actually, as you're looking at it, you see how it can be totally the opposite situation, and you back up and you see that it's, totally an illusion, basically. And that's the transformation, the hawthorn tree, where it's, you keep going into one thing and it transforms into the other. So, and then the equalizer of fortune, where you're handed a bad deck or a bad set of cards, but then as you interact with it, it actually makes sense in terms of you and makes you look good. So things can flip around, and that always happens. So that's transformation. Just keep going forward, and don't if you get an obstacle, don't stop. Go through it, go around it, or go through it, and you'll see that actually it's an asset, and it can actually benefit you and become a strength for you, or become something that, if you release it, it actually gives you a power over it, where it becomes just kind of a tool for your own movement and your own growth. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful to you and that you got what you needed out of it, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you.